on to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. He's at the top, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Washington State.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Washington State 7, Stanford 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Got his man in the middle. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Offense working from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The lone back's got it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. He's able to get the tackle for loss.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Grab behind the line. It's Hall. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that will extend their lead even further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Cardinals He'll come to the line facing third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. They jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches.
Trick 9B. Eyes up.
Trying to do it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. Offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive, and to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Right on target this time. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit.
Touchdown, Stanford! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And there's so many targets to focus on, so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Michigan. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
First down here for the offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing in that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The short hands, it's Davis. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Hauls it in, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on first down from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Davis. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn outfield, and we saw that right there.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in, it's Davis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Cardinal! And that one will put him up in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Caught behind the line. It's Hall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Ready. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here we go. Set go. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cardinal will crank things back up with a 2nd down play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the move, it's Thompson. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability.
Snatches it on the right. It's a seam wide open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. He leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Lots of running room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Washington State lines up quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by...
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Second down.
Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Hall. Ernie on the Jets. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets open down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Handoff from the gun. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll give it to Johnson. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Backed up at their own 13-yard line. It's first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Handoff to the lone back. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
Brought down at the 13-yard line. Brings up second down.
strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see one of the top teams in this conference taking on another team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week...
There he goes! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the right. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cuse. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Paul.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. So if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good in the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use him, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. The give to Davis. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on second down. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Makes the catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Might as well give it to him again. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now moved it out and putting a drive together. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Here we go.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got a man, it's Brown. Oh, a lot of space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Going to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Johnson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll throw on 3rd down. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. He's loose. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Syracuse lines up on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it.
Timeout, Stanford.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. With all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease, he gets to the 39. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, that's one of those as an offense, you're just staring. No, look at his toe. He was out. The defender was so close to keeping something in bounds to make that an interception, but there's a reason he plays DB, and he's on that side of the football, probably because he can't control his body and even get that thing.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The handoff to Johnson. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Out of the end zone. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the right side. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is real wide open spaces. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Hill. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Wide open downfield. Sweet spin. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to South Alabama. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quick strike complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but they
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's got him. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cardinal. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job bringing on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff to the single running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the ground, he's got it again. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Fit it in the window for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Go with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 11 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to throw on third. On the move and looking deep. Makes a grab down the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run.
Goes out behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd.
On the set.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw again. And they can't make the connection.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Pressure coming. Lowers the... And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Orange. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
He's got him this time, and he's brought down after a nice game. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Hands it off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll try the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Stanford have the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Koo. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, if they trusted the passing game, you're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Using his legs, it's Koo. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cardinal. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Syracuse right back at it.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Russell. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guy.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Defense.
Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Man, I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They brought the heat, and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Right back to the well. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.